guys can see from the title today, I promised you guys that I would share with you guys what exactly I got from the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale. My stuff came in. It trickled in. I believe the last one was this past Monday. So this is why it's a little bit late, because I almost shopped to the last day. The last day I didn't get anything just because certain things are already sold out. So I said, you know what? I think I've done enough damage. So obviously this is a haul. So if you are going to be triggered, or you're gonna feel some type of way, you're more than welcome to click out. I just wanted to give you a fair warning because I have a lot of stuff. Okay, so most of you should know or would know what Christmas in July sale for Sydney Grace is. I believe their first sale that they ever did was in 2018, and I have shopped it ever since. I have never missed a Christmas in July, even if it's for something small. I've always purchased something from the Sydney Grace sale. I find it to be the best sale that they do all year round, and I do get to get some of the things that I've wanted that they've released that I don't necessarily want to pay full price for. And a lot of the things, that's exactly what happened. What got me this year was the fact that they released quite a bit of new eyeshadow palettes while the sale was going. They had never released them before. They were for specifically this sale, and I wanted them because I love Sydney Grace's formula. They are my top favorite indie brand. I have raved about them for years. I have recommended them for years. I've known them since they were before Sydney Grace. They were Feather River Beauty, I believe is what their name used to be. So I've known them for a really long time. I've supported them for a really long time. And no, I don't have an affiliate code. So I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I have. And I try to organize it as best as possible so this wouldn't take forever. Okay, so I am not going to share with you guys exactly what day I got what, because I don't remember. I really don't remember. There was about 7 days and I can't remember what sale was what, and I'm just gonna go in categories of what I got. So first and foremost, you guys know I am such a fan of their cream shadows. I can show you my collection, and you guys, I have colors that they no longer make. That's how long I've loved these. So I ended up picking out 5 new shades that I had not gotten in my collection. And I'm curious to see if some of these shades are from ones that have been discontinued or not. So I'm gonna take a look at that myself, but if you're interested, I could do a video on that. But anyway, these are the 5 shades. I'm not gonna try to swatch everything because this is gonna take a long time. I have like 4 piles in front of me and it's gonna be a lot. So the first shade that I did get was Glowing Heart, which is like this reddish shade right here. It does remind me of Carousel. There's a shade that I have that's called Carousel Strudel, and I'm wondering if it's the same, but this one is beautiful. I really do like these shades in the fall. Even in the holiday season, I think these are beautiful. So I got that shade. I ended up getting Awkward Silence, which is like this silvery taupey, it has a hint of brown in it. So I'm very excited to see how this one plays with other shades. That one looks like it's very unique, and it might have glitter flexes in it. This one's like a straight silver, but it has like a purpley taupe undertone to it. I personally don't like straight silvers, but this shade really intrigued me in the swatch. So I ended up getting it, and this shade is called a Neverending. Then we have Wedding Bells. This is definitely up my alley. These are shades that I love that they come out with because I think these are perfect for all over the lid and something in the crease and you're done. And these last a long time. Trust me, for somebody who has super oily lids and products that get eaten up a lot on my eyes, these last even without an eye primer for me. And the last shade I got was Indecisive, which reminds me of Mr. Man. He's very indecisive. So this shade is like a kind of like a blue-green gold shift, and this also reminds me of a holiday named one that they came out with, and I think it's called Scrooge maybe. I think Scrooge might be the one I'm thinking about, so I'm curious to see if this is very similar. So I ended up getting these 5 cream shadows. I love these. I'm such a fan of these. These will last you a lifetime. I've not gone through one of these because a little bit goes a long way, you guys. Seriously, a little bit goes a long way. So let's move on to the eyeshadow palettes. One of the days they had like buy so much, I think it was like $60, get a palette for free kind of thing. So there was 2 different days where 2 different palettes were being released, and you had to spend a minimum amount to get the palette for free. And there was palettes that I wanted anyway, palettes that were getting discontinued that I never purchased because I just didn't want to spend the full price of it. So some of these I got for $8 or $6, no joke. Like they had an awesome sale this year. So the first one is called Summer Days. This is your typical usual like summery. I got it in the light version. They had the light and the deep version. I got this one in the light version. I could do either one. I don't mind it. So this is what this one looks like. It's your typical browns, but I love their formula, so I don't mind this. I should say that there are some eyeshadow palettes that I have already decluttered in my collection that I just wasn't reaching for, and these will replace that, so I don't mind it. The next one that I got for like, I think it was $8 or something, Where the Wild Things Grow, and I got this one in the deep version. I don't know, this one just called to me more in the deep version than the light version, and it is really pretty. I gotta tell you that a lot of these palettes, I was expecting something when I saw the picture, but when I see them in person, it's so much more better. Like, more better, does that make sense? It's better. It just wowed me even more. So I'm actually happy with this one. I was hesitant on this one, but I'm glad I did get it because I like it in person. Then I ended up getting this. I know this was one of the free ones. This is the Love's Journey. This is one of their new releases that they did get this year. It is your typical brown, has cool tones in it and a little bit of warmth to it. I find that this is beautiful, and you guys know I just love their formula, so this is beautiful. I'm into the neutrals, colorful, light kind of thing. So this is right up my alley. I cannot wait to use it. This is going to be perfect for the fall season. And this bottom row, I'm not into grays, but this gray section right here is what I would choose if I were to do a gray palette like this, because it's not that gray. I actually like these tones of gray because it has a little bit of a hue of purple in it, brown. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. So I did get this one in the deep version, by the way. I ended up getting it in the deep version. Then I believe this is one that I did purchase. This is the palette Bless. This was released earlier this year. This was a collaboration with Glitzy Fritzy, and I did like it, but I was holding off to see if I can get it. I got this one in the deep version. I just like the deep shades in here as far as the lighter versions. This is really pretty. It's really pretty in person. I don't know what to expect, but I really do like this one in person. It's really nice. I like that this whole area right here is all your neutrals to work with. And then here's your shimmery shades with a transition shade, for at least for me. And all these are beautiful. Really, really pretty. This one is Calling My Name. This one down here is like a shifting shade. This one's a shifting shade. Calling My Name. So I did end up getting that. I think I purchased this one. I can't remember. I think I did purchase this one. This is the Sydney Grace Unbreakable Bond. This is another one that they released this year earlier. I did not get. I was waiting for the sale. Really pretty packaging. And this one is gorgeous. And I got this one in the light version. So this is the light version. This reminds me of what I'm wearing on my eyes. I love it. It has warmth to it, has peachiness, has rosy to it. And then you got these two blues down here that can take it a different way, but they're not super bright, so they go with it. It's really pretty. Very, very pretty. So I know that they did this something as far as like a wedding theme or something. I don't remember. For somebody who didn't buy many eyeshadow palettes, Sydney Grace got me good this year. Got me good. Then this is the other one that I did not get. This is the Tropic Color Sydney Grace and the Fancy Face collection. I did not purchase this when she released it, but obviously during the sale, it was worth it for me to get it. So this is more of your colorful palette here. I haven't been into color as much, so I was hoping when I got this one in the mail that it wouldn't kind of scare me, and it didn't. I was actually surprised looking at it. How I can definitely use this as everyday with pops of colors in it if I want to. Since I haven't been really feeling the whole colorful look lately, but I'm sure I'll go back to it at some point. This one looks like it's a shifting shade. This color down here, I love this color down here. It looks so beautiful. And the mattes are very different in as far as their color story. Like these greens right here, this yellow. It definitely is very tropical, but it's not super bright, which I love. So I did get this one, and this packaging is really pretty. I like it. I dig it. I dig it. Last palette I got, this one was one of the ones that was for free. This is one of their new releases, Heaven on Earth. And you guys, I had to. This one I got in the light version. Can we just talk about this one for a minute? Does this not... This is just me. I love this. I love this. Looking at this, I'm just like, wow. It is very, very pretty. It's very earth tone, grungy, murky. Even the blues down here, just, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Really, really do like this one. I cannot wait to play with this one. Very, very nice. I think this will be a very nice fall palette where I don't want to wear like oranges sometimes. This would just kick in real nice. I love this one. Really, really do. Okay, that's not all, folks. That is not all. Alex, I literally spent my whole budget in the month of July, but that's okay. And all of my points will be gone this month, and I really don't care. Okay, so I ended up getting 3 mystery bags, actually 4 mystery bags. So these are the 4 mystery bags I got. So let's start out with the biggest one. This mystery bundle was the first time they do this. They did 2 different bundles. One with just full on eyeshadows only, and then one that had all new releases in it. And I was so interested in the new releases. This is where I find my best bang for my buck because I get different things and I'm not like having to do a la carte. So I find this to be the best, and you guys know I am such a fan of mystery boxes and that kind of stuff. So for me, this was fun. I did not get the all shadow one because in there specifically it stated that if you got that one, you may get repeats in the individual mystery ones. So I'd rather get the individual mystery ones than the big old shadow one. I have plenty of Sydney Grace shadow, so I didn't need that one particularly, but I did find that to be a good deal for anyone who doesn't really have many singles from Sydney Grace. Okay, so there's quite a bit of things in here, and what I did to make it easier for you guys is I put things in Z palettes, and I'm trying to remember exactly what came in what bag, so that way you can actually see the product and not just the envelope itself. So obviously their bags this year open up like this, which I love. Normally it's like the kind of like a bag version. This one's more like a luggage kind of thing, which I'm digging. So in here, I'm going to pull these out because I kept these in here so I remember how many of what I got. I ended up getting a blush, bronzer, and a highlighter in this one, I believe. And I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new shadows that have never been released. So all these are new. So a highlighter, blush, and bronzer that hasn't been seen, and 10 new eyeshadows that hasn't been seen. So in those, I believe is this bundle. So these are the eyeshadows that came in there that I ended up getting. So these are it right here. A very gray, warm tone. Kind of reminds me of this, the Love's Journey palette, to be honest with you. It reminded me of this palette right here. Kind of like similar vibes to it. So these are it right here, you guys. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep them all. This is why I'm not swatching many things. Also because I kept the slip just in case I want to put them back in there. So those are the eyeshadows that I got. As far as the highlighter, blush, and bronzer, I ended up getting, this was the bronzer, this was the highlighter, and then the blush was this one right here. So this is the blush that came in there. So it was very muted. I did get a very warm tone bronzer in here, and these, look how thick this is, you guys. It's gonna take you forever to go through one of these. And then the highlighter is very goldy. I think the highlighter will work well with it. So that's Velvet Gold. I should have told you the names and I didn't. Velvet Gold Banana Bread is the bronzer, and the blush I believe is True Love. Oh no, Santa Monica Pier, which is this one right here. So those are the things that I got individually in this packet. There's still more, you guys. There's still more. So I'm gonna run through it real quick, you guys, because I got 3 more bags to go through. I got a lip that's called Lee. I think this is a lip product. I don't think this is an eyeshadow. I gotta double check, but this one's Lee. I received 1 cream eyeshadow that obviously is new that I don't have, which is King's Canyon. Ooh, this is a beautiful shade. Some of these things I haven't opened up yet. Look how pretty that is. Yep, up my alley, definitely. So that's a new shade that hasn't been released yet. So all these things are new, have never been released. I got a brush in here, which is the F01. Definitely can get use out of this one. And I love their brushes. I already own quite a few. Then I got a setting powder, a loose setting powder that has 7 grams. Haven't opened it up, so I don't even know if it works for me or not. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it will. I guess it'll go for my under eyes. If it's translucent, I think it should work. So that's what that one looks like. Never tried their loose setting powder, so I'm curious about that. Then in here, I thought this was beautiful, you guys. They ended up putting in here earrings. Isn't that pretty? I should have worn them today. I didn't realize it, but they did put in earrings in here, which I thought was really nice, and it comes in a little jewelry box, which is really cute. Then I got a loose highlighter in the shade Shooting Star. I love their loose highlighters, so... Oh, this one's pretty. This one worked for me in the cooler months because with a tan this might look too white, but this will definitely work. I tend to have more of their deeper shades because I use these more in the summertime. And then I ended up getting 3 of their new cream products. They just released cream highlighters and cream blushes, and bronzers. So I ended up getting a bronzer, blush, and a highlighter. So the highlighter is called Paradise on Ice. These are hard to open. So this is what this one looks like. It's like a pinky color. Again, I don't know if I'm keeping these, so I am going to not swatch everything because if some things I don't like the formula, I will just end up putting it in a giveaway for you guys or giving it away. Then the blush is called Redwood National Park. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't have anything that color. That's pretty. And this one doesn't look like it's a matte. It has like a sheen to it. And then the bronzer is called Apple Cake. That sounds yummy right now. Come on. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. Might be a little bit too light for me right now, but I think it might work. Again, I don't know if this formula will work for me, so I don't know yet, so I'm not swatching anything. So that's the first bag. This was like the new special bag that they had come out with this year. They've never done that before, so I'm actually happy they did that because I think that's really fun to get new products that typically you would get a la carte. So now let's move on really quickly. These were not as big, so I got the pink version, and in the pink version I ended up getting 3 face products and I believe 5 shadows. So the face products that I did end up getting for that one were these 3 right here. As you can tell, it's very pinky soft. So I'm getting a bronzer in the color Buttercream, or Butter Cookie, I'm sorry, Butter Cookie in the bronzer. The highlighter is Adventure Begins, which is like this purpley shade, which is really pretty. I don't have anything like that. And then the blush is called Trust Yourself, which is this shade right here. So I ended up getting those 3. And then as far as the shadows I ended up getting were these shadows right here. Starting from here, 1, 2, and then these 3 down here. So 1, 2, and these 3 came in that bag, which I think are really pretty. It goes with the pink version of it. The other thing that I did end up getting in this bag was another brush, which is really pretty. It's a highlight. It looks like a highlighting brush. It's the FO2. So that's what came in this one, at least for me. I don't know if everyone is a variety of it, but that's what ended up coming in mine, which I liked. 3 face products, a face brush, and 5 shadows. So that, for me, was a winner. Then we go into the gray one. Let's see. The gray one, which I loved, each of them were different from one another. The gray one came, again, with 5 shadows. It came with a cream blush highlighter and a cream bronzer. So I got 3 of them and then another cream shadow. So for the shadows on this one were this one right here, like all these right here. See that? So it came in more like a neutral shades, which I liked. I really did like those. Then as far as the cream, I have Divinity, which I don't think I own. And it's like this nice, like latte kind of color, cool toned, icy color. It's really pretty. Then for the blush, I know this is taking me forever. I'm sorry, you guys. It's this one called Strawberry Cheesecake. Look at that. That is pretty for this time of year. Okay. Then I got Sugar Cookie in the highlighter. Ooh, look at that. It's like a pinky shade, okay. And then the bronzer is called Cream, Bum Bum. Well, that's a bit warm tone, so we're gonna see about that. That might actually work right now for me. So I might try this one to see how I like the formula of it. So that is what came in this bag. So I'm excited because each bag came with its different variety, which is different from what they've done in the past. And then I got the white version. This is the last thing I'm gonna share with you guys. This one came again with 5 shadows. And yeah, 5 shadows in here. So the rest of these shades is what came in there. So very neutral. I love that the gray and the white bag went really well together as far as shadows went. I ended up getting another, I'm assuming a lip product. I'm not sure if this is an eyelid product. It might be eyes, because this one has like a shifting stuff. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look it up. This is called Nicole. The other one was Lee, this one's Nicole. I'm hoping it's an eye cream. That'd be fun. I have to look it up. Another eye pencil in the number 8, which is like this flat shader, which is perfect. And then I ended up getting 2 more cream products, a blush and a highlighter. I didn't get a bronzer this time. So the blush is called My Better Half. Oh, this one's beautiful. Look at that soft pink. Every color has been different, and none of these I own, so this is perfect. Highlighter in Head in the Clouds, you guys. I have so many cream products, it's ridiculous now. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I'm going to be using a lot of cream products for a long time. I'm not mad at it. So that's the last one. So that's the white version of it. So you guys, I did get a lot. You guys saw, that's a lot of things. I'm going to condense all of my Z palettes. The last thing I do want to share with you guys before I close out, and I forgot to tell you, every order came with 2 free eyeshadow singles. That is not something I placed an order on. That was something that Sydney Grace did on their own with the kindness of their heart. I ended up getting 8 more shades in my collection due to that reason, which were this whole top row and then up to this one right here. So all of these were all free that came in each order. So the first order was these 2, second order, third order, and then the last order right there. So I ended up getting even more shades in these orders due to them putting in free shadows in each order that we ended up receiving. It's a lot, you guys. I told you, it's a lot. A lot of points will be taking out. I'll explain all that when it comes to the makeup rehab series, but I wanted to share because this is a rather large haul and I don't do hauls this large. But Christmas in July is an exception for me. I will be more than happy to use up all my points for that. These eyeshadow palettes I'm excited to play with now that I've shared them with you guys. Now I can actually use them. All of my cream shadows plus the few that I got in those mystery bags, I cannot wait to add and you play around with. I just love Sydney Grace, you guys. If there is one indie brand, one brand in general that I would recommend to anyone, doesn't matter what color of skin you have, doesn't matter what kind of texture you have on your skin, doesn't matter what age you are, there is always something there. Their formulas just are perfection when it comes to mature skin, young skin, textured skin, you name it, they have something for you, and their quality is amazing. Quality is amazing for what their prices are. Amazing. I'm always recommending them to you guys. Anyway, that is all that I have for you guys. I know it's a lot. I will put everything down in the description box as best as I possibly can because it's a lot, you guys, and I don't know if it'll allow me to put everything, but the main things that I did get, I will put down in the description box because I'm pretty sure most of this is going to be in their permanent collection. It's just not for the mystery bags. It's things that will be available for you guys to purchase or myself if I want to get any additional color. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for dealing with me today. More videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then,